Hi everyone, a very good evening and a warm welcome on the YouTube channel as well as the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now we are taking this last lap towards MHCT examination and we are left with less than 10 days for MHCT 2024. Now in these 10 days, every day we will bring a lot of sessions for all of you, all the aspirants for MHCT 2024, so that they can carry forward with their revision. All right. So in these sessions, especially in last lap for MHCT, we will be discussing some very important areas from which the questions, a lot of questions have been asked in the previous year papers of MHCT. So we'll be discussing all these concepts as well as questions. So in almost every session of Quant, just give me a few seconds. So in every session of Quant, we'll be discussing some important formulas, some important concepts, all right? And these concepts will be followed by some questions that are highly likely to appear in your examination. Now, most of these questions are based on the questions that have already been asked in the previous year papers of MHCT. Okay, so taking all those things into consideration, we have specially designed these sessions in which we are discussing some very important concepts as well as questions. So friends, a very good evening to all of you. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to each and every student who is there in this session. Can you all please quickly confirm if I am clearly visible and audible? Hema, you are asking, is this session only for MHCT? No, Hema. This session, like if you are writing MHCT or CMAT examination, you can attend this session. Okay? All right. So I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. Please quickly confirm and I will begin this session soon. All right. Thank you, people, for confirming that I am audible and visible. Dheeraj, Garima, Shreyansh, Aniket, Maheshwari, a very good evening, all of you. All right. So, friends, in this session, we'll be discussing some important concepts of algebra. Okay. Not every concept, but the most important concepts, the formulas which you must remember in order to attempt as many questions as possible. Now, there are a lot of things in our examination which are formula driven. If you know the formula, you will be able to get the answer. If you don't know the formula, it will be difficult or sometimes impossible to find out the answer. Right now, in like if we don't remember the formula, sometimes it happens that we waste a lot of time. So save yourself from wasting a lot of time in the examination by utilizing the time before the examination. So every 1 hour spent before examination will now save 1 minute in your examination. I mean it. So spend 20 hours before the examination in studying. It will definitely save approximately 20 minutes for you at the time of the examination. All right. So friends, let's quickly begin looking at first of all some of the concepts, and after which we'll be solving some questions. So to start with, if I talk about the weightage in MHCT of this particular area, so you can say that obviously there is no fixed weightage. So you may say that somewhere around 8 to 12% of the questions of quant come from this area of algebra. Okay. Now, if I look at the topics that we are going to discuss, the questions will be based on algebraic identities, which is the most important part, linear and quadratic equations, some relations, some formulas, some properties you should remember about linear and quadratic, functions and graphs, logarithms, rarely asked, but yes, you may find the question from logarithms. And the most important thing, progressions, sequence and series, arithmetic, geometric progression, right? So we are going to discuss questions from these areas, right? So first of all, let's talk about the important formulas. So important formulas, first of all, I'll start with basic algebraic formulas. So this is list of the formulas that you must remember. Obviously, you don't have time to note down each and every formula. You must be knowing a lot of these formulas, but it will be better if you'll take a snapshot of all these things. Okay, so keep taking snapshot, keep just clicking pictures of the formulas that I'm displaying. Obviously, since you are in the final stages of your preparation, my expectation is each and every one of you should remember these formulas. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि ये फॉर्मूले पहली बार देख रहे हो, you don't know these formulas, you don't recognize these formulas. So just quickly keep taking the snapshots of these formulas. Just make sure that you have this list of formulas ready before the examination. You will revise all these formulas and then enter the examination hall, right? Now, first and second formula are based on a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. Very simple formulas. A square plus b square plus 2ab, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Third and fourth formula are based on a plus b whole cube and a minus b whole cube. Now, wherever you have a plus b, a minus b, what you can do is in the formula of a plus b whole square or in the formula of a plus b whole cube, you can substitute b as minus b. B की जगह minus b substitute कर दो and you will get the other formula. Okay, it will reduce some load from your mind. It will reduce some pressure from your mind. Okay, so जहाँ पे भी a plus b की जगह a minus b है, वहाँ पे b की जगह minus b substitute कर दो and you will obtain that formula. Okay. Now next fifth and sixth formula are a cube plus b cube and a cube minus b cube in the factorized form. This is important. You can obtain a cube plus b cube from formula number 3, but formula number 5 is the factorized form of a cube plus b cube. Okay. Also, the value of the formula of a cube minus b cube can be obtained from formula number 4, a cube minus b cube. But once again, formula number 6 is the factorized form of a cube minus b cube, which is important. Okay. Next, formula number 7 is a square minus b square. All of you would be knowing that in the factorized form, I can write it as a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Now, moving forward to the next remaining formulas for algebraic expressions. Okay. Formula number 8 is based on the first two formulas that I have shown you on the previous slide. Formula number 9 again based on the first two formulas. So the sum of a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square and their difference, right? Now formula number 10 and 11 will be rarely used in the examination, but you never know, the question based on direct question based on these formulas may appear. So formula number 10, a plus b plus c whole square is a square plus b square plus c square plus twice of ab, twice of bc plus twice of ac, right? Similarly, formula number 11, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c multiplied by a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus ac minus bc. Now, I also took a lot of time to remember this formula. And rarely in my life I have seen a question based on formula number 11. But the application of formula number 11 is used at a lot of places. So it says that if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, that means on the right hand side if this part is equal to 0, so the entire right hand side will become 0, right? Okay. So I can say that this one, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc will be equal to 0. Taking 3abc on the right hand side, you will get a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc if a plus b plus c is equal to 0. So yes, I have seen direct application of this last result that I have just now discussed. Okay, so this is about some algebraic formulas. Now moving towards the next thing, linear equations. Now for linear equations in two variables, you all must be knowing the condition for unique solution, condition for no solution, and condition for infinite solutions. I have written all these conditions. So if the two equations are a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, the second equation is a2x, yes, it is a2, I'm sorry, my mistake. So a2x plus b2y plus c2. All right, this is the second equation. Then unique solution if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. No solution if the first two ratios are equal and the third ratio is not equal. Infinite solutions if all the three ratios are equal, right? So make sure that you remember all these conditions. Okay. Now next, moving on to the quadratic equations. Quadratic equations, yes, it has been one of the most important areas from which the questions were asked in the previous years. Okay. Now, one way to find out the roots of a quadratic equation is factorization. Factorization by using the method of splitting the middle term. Okay. In case you are unable to split the middle term, you can directly use this formula to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. Right. So the formula is minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now here under root of b square minus 4ac, this is denoted by capital D and this is called discriminant. Okay, now discriminant, it is used to find out the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation, right? Now second and third formula, it is the formation of equation if the roots are given. So x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. Just a small revision. I know that most of you, in fact all of you, must be knowing these formulas. Now how to calculate the sum of the roots for a quadratic equation in the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Sum of the roots is minus b upon a. Product of the roots is c upon a, where a, b and c are the coefficients or the constants. Okay. Now the next thing is nature of the roots of a quadratic equation depending upon the value of d. If d is greater than 0, I look at this part. Okay, if d is greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. If d is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. So in both cases, the roots are real, but when d is greater than 0, the roots are distinct. When d is equal to 0, the roots are equal. Okay. Now when d is less than 0, the roots are imaginary and the roots are conjugate of each other. Okay. Right? So must remember these facts. Now the next thing is logarithms. So make sure that you remember each and every property of logarithms, which I have written here. So log of b multiplies c to the base a. So log of b into c will become log b plus log c. The base will remain same. Log b into c will become log b plus log c. Similarly, log b upon c will become log b minus log c. The basic two properties of logarithms. Okay, right? Now, if this is the power of b, then it will come in front and gets multiplied. Okay, similarly, the power of base will come in the denominator in front and will be divided. Okay, and then these two properties, base change property, must remember all these properties. Okay. Now, the next list of formulas based on progressions. So, general term, nth term of an arithmetic progression is given by a plus n minus 1 into d. Sum of the terms up till n number of terms. There are two formulas for that. N by 2. In the first formula, you will have 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And then the second formula, it is a plus l, where l is the last term. So a is the first term, d is the common difference, n is the number of terms, and l is the last term. Okay, right? So these are the general formulas for finding the nth term and sum till n number of terms in an arithmetic progression, right? Now some of the formulas for geometric progressions. General term, nth term is a into r raised to the power n minus 1. Sum of n terms of a geometric progression. There are two formulas depending upon the value of r. If r is less than 1, you will use the first formula. If r is greater than 1, you can use the second formula. Both the formulas are absolutely similar. Okay. Now next one, which is used frequently, a lot of times, sum till infinite number of terms. Now sum till infinite number of terms, the formula is, I'm writing it separately, a upon 1 minus r. And make a note of it, this formula will be applicable only when r is between minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, r is between minus 1 and plus 1, then only this formula will be applicable, otherwise this formula will not be applicable. right? Okay, so now that's it about the formulas. Now the main important thing, let's start solving the questions. Okay, so all of you be ready and we will now start solving the questions. So I'm just asking you, are you all ready? Shall we start solving these questions? Yes or no? Come on, give me a yes or a no. No need to ask. I know that all of you are ready to solve these questions. Okay, wonderful. So let's begin with the first question appearing on your screen in a few moments. I'll be giving you 1 minute or 1.5 minutes to solve every question. Okay, so the first question on your screen now. Now the question says that in an examination, Nirmal, an average student, scores 5 marks for every correct answer and loses 1 mark for every wrong answer. If he attempts all 80 questions and secures 130 marks, then find the number of questions he attempted correctly. Solve it and post your answer in the form of A, B, C, D, E. Just write A, B, C, D, E. That's it. A simple question of simple equations in two variables. Just form these two equations, solve the equations, and get the answer. Samarth, Aditya, very quick, nice, good. So we'll have to find out the number of questions correctly attempted by this person. All right, let's have a look at the solution for this. Now, total number of questions is 80, and it is given that he attempted all 80 questions. Okay, he attempted all 80 questions. So, assume that the number of questions that he has attempted correctly is X, and the questions that he has attempted wrongly is Y. Okay, so X correct and Y wrong. Total number of questions, first equation, X plus Y is equal to 80. The first equation, fine. All of you would be fine with this. The second equation, he is getting 5 marks for every correct answer. So number of correct answers are 5. So multiplied by 5, this is the marks that he will score. Okay, and he will lose 1 mark for every wrong. So multiplied by -1. Number of wrong attempts multiplied by -1 will be the marks that he will get because of wrong answers. Okay, so 5x minus y. Okay, 5x minus y will be equal to the marks that he has scored. The marks that he has scored is 130. Okay, so 130 is the marks. So the first equation is for number of questions. The second equation is for the marks that he has scored, right? So these are the two equations. Now you can solve it and obtain the answer. Okay, so let's solve these two equations. I hope you all have got these two equations, yes or no. So let's eliminate y. So if I'll eliminate y, I can add these two equations. So adding these two, I'll get 6x is equal to 80 plus 130, that is 210. So the value of x will be 210 divided by 6. Now 210 divided by 6 is equal to 35. So this is the value of x, that is 35. All right. The value of x, no problem. It is 35, right? Now the value of y will be, though I don't have to calculate the value of y, still I can write it. The value of y will be 80 minus 35. 80 minus 35, that is 45. So he has attempted 35 questions correctly and 45 questions wrongly. Okay. So the thing they are asking is find the number of questions he attempted correctly. He attempted correctly. It is 35. So the correct answer should be option B. I can see that only a handful number of students have given the correct answer. Such an easy question this one was. Okay. So I could see that Vrinda, Priya, Jeet, Vineet and Dheeraj, 5 of you have given the correct answer. All right, nice. Don't worry at all. It's just the speed that you will have to control. Okay. Now, friends, you can make one habit. Now, here, let's say if you have got a wrong answer. So, how to determine if my answer is right or wrong? So, I have calculated 35 as my answer. Okay. The value of x is 35 and based on that value of y is 45. Okay. Now let's check if using these questions, am I scoring 130 marks or not? Now 5 into 35 is the positive marking. So 5 into 35 is 175. Now 45 incorrect, so minus 45. So 175 minus 45 is 130. Okay. So if you are confident about your answer, fine, you can go ahead and mark it. But if you are not confident about your answer, then you can always cross check. It will hardly take 10 to 15 seconds, but it will ensure that you are at least not marking an incorrect answer. Okay. Okay. So use this technique and apply. You can use this in mocks and verify if you are able to increase your score or not. Okay. So the correct answer here is 35. That is option B. Let's move on and look at the next question. Question number 2. Yes, Jeet, I'm sorry. I thought that you have given a correct answer. No, not you. Okay. Now in the following question, two equations are given in variables x and y. You have to solve these equations and determine the relation between x and y out of the given relations. Now both are quadratic equations. So you know how to solve the quadratic equations. Solve them and tell me what relation will be followed. Now for this you may take more than 1 minute. Please don't be impatient. Okay? I am giving you time so you can utilize all the time that I am giving you. Please write your answer in the form of option A, B, C, D, E. All right, Sagar. Now, I expect all the students to solve this and post your answer in the chat box. If you are attending this session, guys, if you are sitting in this session, then you must solve and post your answer in the chat box. Otherwise, you are wasting your time. Okay, so try learn something more by writing your answer. So Suhasi on the application has given an answer. Sumit, Pratmesh, Priya, Samarth, Shreya, Sagar, Aditya, Vrinda. All these students have given an answer. Okay, let's start discussing. Now we'll have to solve these two quadratic equations and find out the values of x and y and then compare them. Okay, so the first equation, 4x square minus 4x minus 3 equal to 0. Uh, this one, the first equation, I can split the middle term. So I need 12. It can be minus 6 plus 2. So 4x square minus 6x plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x, if I take common, so 2x minus 3 and then plus 1 common, 2x minus 3. Okay, so upon factorization, it will be 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So the value of x will be either 3 upon 2 or it will be minus 1 upon 2. So these are the two values that x can take, 3 by 2 or minus 1 by 2. Okay? Now next, the second equation, 4y square plus 12y. So I can directly split the middle term. So 4y square, I need 20 as the product, 12. So it will be plus 10y plus 2y plus 5 equal to 0. So again, if I take 2y common, so it will be 2y plus 5 and 2y plus 1 equal to 0. So the values of y can be minus 5 by 2 or minus 1 by 2, right? Now, if I compare the values of x and the values of y, I can say that one of the value is equal. Okay, so yes, x and y can be equal. Okay, also if I look at the second value of x and the second value of y, so I can see that the value of x is more than the value of y. So I can say that x will be either greater than or equal to y. Okay, so this will be the relation that I'm getting. So one of the values is equal, and in the other case, the value of x is more than the value of y. Okay, so in this case, you can say that x will either be greater than or equal to y. Okay, so the correct answer should be option C, and I can see that plenty of you have given a correct answer. Now, this one is wonderful. Good to see that. Okay, so almost all of you are correct. The correct answer is option C. Let's quickly move on to question number 3. Question number 3, linear equations, two variables. Now, 5 years ago, Rahul was 5 times as old as Rohit, and 10 years ago, Rahul was 10 times as old as Rohit. What will be the sum of their ages 10 years hence? A very simple question with tricky options. Please do not commit a mistake. Now, people, just to remind all of you that if you are liking these sessions and especially this one, then you will have to press a like button. Okay, so please show some appreciation. There are already more than 50 students who are attending this session, so it's my kind request, please press the like button. It will hardly take 1 second of yours, and your appreciation that you will show for us will be highly appreciated, is very much required for all of us. Please go ahead and like the session. Come on. All right. So, any answer from any student? Linear equations, two variables, very simple equations you can form. It's just that you will have to be slightly careful in solving these questions, dealing with positive sign, negative sign, dealing with these things. So be careful in that. What you can do is you can start by assuming the present age of Rahul and Rohit as two different variables. Now, the gaming arena, you are asking, are these questions useful for MCA examination as well? Irrespective of the examination. So I'll just give you a quick answer for this. If your examination has an aptitude section, quantitative aptitude section, then yes, definitely this session will be helpful for you. Okay. Priyanshi, I'm really sorry I cannot discuss all those things right now. We are into a session for MAH CET. For this particular query of yours, you can wait, and we will certainly conduct a separate session for this. We'll try to conduct a separate session for this. Okay. All right. Let's start solving. Now, question is: 5 years ago, Rahul was 5 times as old as Rohit. Okay, and 10 years ago it is 10 times as old as Rohit. So I'll start by assuming the present age of Rahul as X and present age of Rohit as Y. Okay, I'll be using two variables. 5 years ago, 5 years ago Rahul's age was X minus 5 and Rohit's age was Y minus 5. Done. So 5 years ago Rahul was 5 times the age of Rohit. Okay. Now carefully or properly use brackets. Otherwise, like the equation will be wrong. Okay. So 5 will be multiplied with y minus 5 entirely. So bracket should be there. Okay. Now upon simplification, this equation will become, I'll write it at the bottom. So this will become x minus 5y is equal to minus 25 plus 5, that is minus 20. You can take two different steps to reach to this equation. Okay. Now second equation is 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, Rahul's age was x minus 10, Rohit's age was y minus 10. So Rahul was 10 times that of Rohit. So the second equation will be x minus 10y is equal to minus 90. Okay. Now first equation minus second equation, carefully x will get cancelled. So minus 5 minus minus 10. So minus 5 plus 10 will be 5. So 5y is equal to minus 20 plus 90, that is 70. So the value of y is equal to 14. Okay. Value of y is 14. Now substituting the value of y in any of the above equations, you will get the value of x. So if I'll substitute y as 14, so 5 into 14, 70. 70 minus 20 is 50. So the value of x is 50. I'm sorry. So the value of x is 50. All right. Okay. Now what they want is they want the sum of their ages 10 years hence. So after 10 years, what will be the sum of their ages? Now after 10 years, Rohit will become 24 and Rahul will become 60. So just add these two numbers and you will have your answer. Okay, right? So 24 and 60, this is the correct answer. 24 plus 60, that is 84. So 84, option B is the correct answer. Now, Krishna, you're asking, can we solve by ratio method? Why not? Like you can just equate these variables, okay? Right? So, like bring 20 in the denominator, bring 90 in the denominator, and you can equate, and you can get the ratio of x and y. But if you will get the ratio of x and y, then still you will have to find out the actual values of x and y. The method of ratios can be used, but it will be slightly lengthy. So this is the method that I have just shown you is a conventional method, is the shortest possible method, and you can use this method. All right. So the correct answer here is option B, that is 84 years. 24 plus 60, that is 84. That was question number 3. Let's move on and look at question number 4. Aditya, it will be a waste of time. You should not be doing that. So what I'm saying is, You can take minus 20 in the denominator, so x minus 5y upon minus 20. And then x minus 10y upon minus 90. You can equate them. Okay, negative sign cancel, 0 cancel. Do cross multiplication, obtain the ratio of x and y. Okay, so obtaining the ratio of x and y will not help you because you will have to eventually find the values of x and y. Okay, all right. So I'll take you back to question number 4. Yes, gaming arena. So MHCT MCA examination. Though we don't take classes for MCA. Now, if you're saying that yes, this examination has quantitative aptitude, then this session will be definitely helpful for you. Now you are given a quadratic equation x square plus 6x plus 6 equal to 0, where k is a natural number. For how many values of k does the given quadratic equation have non-real roots? Non-real roots, I've explained earlier in the concepts, in the formulas. Non-real roots is same as imaginary roots. Fine. So you will have to apply the condition of imaginary roots and you will get the answer. And just one thing, you have to be careful. Okay. All right. Nice. Now, a lot of you, okay, so please don't take it otherwise. Now, this examination or every examination, like, is also an examination that will test how much careful you are in reading the question. Also, once you have the final answer, I suggest all of you to take a look at the question, the given statements, and what is being asked. It will definitely benefit you in the examination. Okay, so please do not mark an incorrect answer just for the sake of marking the answer quickly. Okay, let's discuss this. Now, what is the condition for imaginary roots? Imaginary roots, the condition is discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant, that means b square minus 4ac is less than 0. In the above equation, b square, b is k, so k square minus 4 into 1 into 6 is less than 0. Okay, so that means k square should be less than 24. K square is less than 24, right? Now you are given that k is a natural number. Now k is a natural number, that means certainly k is positive. Okay, k is a natural number. K can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. Okay, such that k square is less than 24. So the values of k can be 1 square is less than 24. It can be 2 square, which is 4, is less than 24. It can be 3, it can be 4, but it cannot be more than 4. Okay, so the value of k cannot be more than 4, it cannot be 5, it cannot be 6 and so on. So these are the only 4 values that k can take. So question is, For how many values of k does the given quadratic equation have non-real roots? So there are 4 values of k for which the quadratic equation has non-real roots. So the correct answer of this question is option C. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. The question was very simple. It's just that you just have to carefully remember or read what is given in the question. K is a natural number. Okay, all right. So question number 4 is the correct answer. Now looking at the number of likes, it's 27 and 60. More than 60 students are watching live right now. So what is happening, guys? Are you not liking this session? So please, it's a generous request from all of you. If you are liking the questions that I'm discussing, then please do press the like button. So make sure that the number of likes is more than 50 in the next 2 minutes. Okay, please go ahead and like the session. All right, let's move on. Look at the next question, question number 5. The question is, Divya gifted Ankit a box of candies on his birthday. From the box full of candies, Ankit's brother Akshat took 1/3 of the candies but kept 2 candies back in the box. Then Ankit's friend Gaurav took 1/4 of the remaining candies, but he kept 3 candies back. Finally, 15 candies were left in the box. You'll have to find out how many candies were there in the box that was gifted to Ankit by Divya. Any answer with anyone? And this is the question where you will have to backtrack for your answer. आंसर के लिए बैक ट्रैकिंग करनी पड़ेगी. Okay, let's discuss this. Now, Divya gifted Ankit a box of candies on his birthday. Okay, let's assume that the number of candies originally in the box is X. Okay, now from the box full of candies, Ankit's brother Akshat took 1/3 of the candies. Now, if Akshat will take 1/3 of the candies, then number of candies left over in the box will be 2x upon 3. If 1/3 of the candies are taken, then 2/3 of the candies will be left. Okay, right? But he kept 2 candies back in the box. So now the number of candies which are remaining in the box will be 2x by 3 plus 2. I'll repeat this. Okay, let's assume that originally they were x candies. Okay, now Akshat took 1/3 of the candies. If 1/3 of the candies are taken, then 2/3 of the candies will be left. Okay, but after taking 2/3, what Akshat did, he kept 2 candies back in the box. So now the number of candies left in the box will be 2x upon 3 plus 2. Okay. Now let's assume that this number of remaining candies is equal to y. Okay. Now after Akshit is gone, y candies are left in the box. Okay. Then Ankit's friend Gaurav came and he took 1/4 of the remaining candies. So from y candies, Gaurav took 1/4 of y. So if 1/4 is taken, then 3/4 will be left. Okay. So 3y by 4 candies will be left. But Gaurav kept 3 candies back. So after Gaurav left, the total number of candies left in the box will be 3y upon 4 plus 3. And this number is given as 15. Okay. Now just do backtracking. From here, calculate the value of y. Okay, so take 3 on the right hand side. The value of y will be 15 minus 3, that is 12. 12 into 4 upon 3, that is 16. The value of y is 16. Now substitute this value of y here. So y is 16 and simplify for x. Okay. So if y is 16, then 2x upon 3 will be equal to 16 minus 2, that is 14. And the value of x will be 7 into 3, that is 21. Okay. So originally there were 21 candies in the box that was gifted to Ankit by Divya. So the correct answer is 21. All right. Am I clear to all of you? I hope I am. So simple question of backtracking, 21 is the correct answer. Let's move on and look at the next question, question number 6. Find the sum of first 100 terms of the given series. I hope you all are understanding whatever I'm explaining you. Still the number of likes is only 40 and 75 students are watching live. It's unfair for us. It's unfair for me. So please go ahead and like this session. Okay, so you'll have to find out the sum of first 100 terms of the series. First of all, you will have to identify what actually this series is composed of. So basically, this can also be the logic of finding the next term of the series can also be used here. Okay, so you have done a lot of questions like this in your logical reasoning part. Okay. Now, Ritik, you are asking where is the like button? So the like button is immediately below where you are watching this video. Okay, so you will see a thumbs up. Okay, so just press thumbs up button. Okay, ऐसा एक thumbs up होगा, एक hand बना होगा, and you just have to press it, and that is the like button. Okay. All right, let's start solving this one. Now this series is composed of two different series. Let's separate these series. So alternate series का question है 1, 7, 13 and so on. So I'll write it 1 plus 7 plus 13 and so on. And the second series is the remaining numbers 3 plus 5 plus 7 and so on. Since alternate terms are there in these series, so I can say that out of 100 terms, each of these series will have 50 terms. Okay, so the first series will have 50 terms, second series will also have 50 terms. So we'll have to find out separately the sum of these two series up till 50 terms and we'll add them. Now for this, I'll use the formula that we have again discussed earlier in this session, the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression. So both are arithmetic progressions. So the sum in the first case is n by 2, that is 50 upon 2, 50 terms of the first series, 50 upon 2 bracket, twice of a, twice of first term plus n minus 1, 49, 50 minus 1 is 49, multiplied by the common difference, that is 6. Okay, so I can write it as 25 bracket 2 plus 49 into 6. Cool. Now second case, the sum is again n by 2, that is 50 upon 2 bracket twice of a, 2 into 3, that is 6, plus 49 multiplied by the common difference, that is 2. Now I have to add these two numbers now, this part and this part. So second part can be written as 25 bracket 6 plus 49 into 2. Okay, right? Now add these two, add these two. So take common. So it will be good if you will take something common. It will benefit you. So 25 common le lo, and inside the bracket 2 plus 49 into 6 plus 6 plus 49 into 2. Okay, just keep taking things common. 25 bracket. Now it is 49 into 6 and 49 into 2. That will become 49 into 8 plus 8. Again I can take 8 common. So 8 common leke kya ho jayega, 25 multiplied by 8, and then inside the bracket 49 plus 1, that is 50. Okay, so answer will be 200 into 50, that is 10,000. So 10,000 will be the final answer of this question. So look at the way I have made the calculations look easy as well by taking certain factors common. Okay, so the correct answer will be 10,000, and that is the correct answer for this question. All right, so option B, 10,000 is the correct answer. Let's move on and look at question number 7. Now, question number 7, based on functions, compounded functions, just have to pick up the value of function and substitute in the other function. That's it. This is what you'll have to do. संस्कार, यू आर सेइंग डर लग रहा है एग्जाम का. ठीक है यार, इतना बड़ा एग्जामिनेशन है, दैट इज गोइंग टू मेक योर लाइफ, तो डर लगना चाहिए थोड़ा सा. ठीक है, नाउ डर के साथ साथ क्या करो, लाइक ऑब्वियसली स्टडी वेल, कीप कीप अप विद योर रिवीजन, जो भी कंसेप्ट्स किए हैं. नाउ देयर इज नो नीड टू टच एनीथिंग न्यू. ठीक है, कुछ भी नया करने की जरूरत नहीं है, छोड़ दो सब कुछ, और जो भी ऑलरेडी सॉल्व कर चुके हो, प्रैक्टिस कर चुके हो, बस उसी का ही रिवीजन करो. डोंट पिक अप एनीथिंग न्यू. ऑलराइट, okay, let's look at this one. Now we have to calculate the value of f of g of f of 2. Now f of g of f of 2. Okay, so we'll do it step by step. So first of all, the innermost value, f of 2. Now f of 2, look at fx. Fx is 3x plus 2. In this, just substitute the value of x as 2. So 3 into 2 plus 2, that is 8. So f of 2 is 8. Done. So this function will become f of g of, now the innermost value f of 2 is equal to 8, so it will become g of 8. Okay, now what you have to calculate is g of 8. So look at the function gx, it is x square minus 6x minus 10. Substitute the value of x as 8. So 8 square, that is 64, minus 6 into 8, 48, minus 10. And this will be equal to 6. So g of 8 is equal to 6. So this function will become f of, the value of g of 8 is 6. So f of 6. Now finally you will have to calculate the value of f of 6. So f of 6 will be 3x plus 2. This is f of x. So instead of x, substitute 6. So 3 into 6, that is 18 plus 2. The answer will be 20. Okay. So 20, that is option C, should be the correct answer of this question, question number 7. All right. Next one, question number 8. Yes, Karan, that was easy, very easy. Sanskar, next time whenever you start taking the mock paper, so first of all, try not to be under a pressure of the time limit. Okay, so whatever time you will get, solve the questions peacefully. Okay, do not look at the clock, just solve all the questions peacefully. Now initially you will have lesser number of attempts. Make sure that you focus on the accuracy rather than the speed. प्रॉब्लम यही होती है कि हम ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने की वजह से क्वेश्चंस को रॉन्ग कर देते हैं. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कम आउट ऑफ दैट प्रेशर. डू नॉट अटेम्प्ट a lot of questions, just attempt some limited number of questions, but make sure that all these questions are correct. Okay, so once you will start attempting the questions correctly, then you will be able to build up the confidence, and slowly and steadily you will be increasing the number of attempts. Now since we have very less amount of time, 9 days left for the examination, so you will have to write a mock paper every day, and use the technique that I have just suggested you. Okay, so you may gain a few things like a few marks in these 9 days. Okay, all right, now let's solve this one. Again, this is the question of equations. So question is, if the age of B and C are added to thrice the age of A, thrice the age of A, if I'll add B and C to this, the total becomes 68. All right. Next, if the age of A is added to thrice B and thrice C, the total becomes 108. Now we'll have to find out the value of A. So let's see if we can find out the value of A. So what I'll do is, to find out the value of A, I will have to eliminate B and C. B और C को eliminate करना है, ठीक है? Now you will look at, in the first equation, the coefficients of B and C are equal. In the second equation also they are equal. So yes, they can be eliminated. Okay, they can be eliminated, right? So what you can do is you can multiply the first equation by 3. First equation को 3 से multiply कर दो. So it will become 9A plus 3B plus 3C, and on the right hand side 68 multiplied by 3, that is 204. Okay, second equation, write it as it is. A plus 3B plus 3C equals 108. Now do the subtraction. B and C will be eliminated and you will get your answer. So first equation minus second equation, on the left hand side it will be 8A equals 204 minus 108. So that is 96. The value of A is equal to 96 upon 8. Okay. Yes, Karan, by 3, I have multiplied by 3, 180 and 204. So it is 96 and 8A. So 96 upon 8, that is equal to how much? 12. Okay, so 12 is the value of A and option B is the correct answer of this question. All right. Let's look at the next question, question number 9. Question number 9 on your screen, logarithms, basic properties of logarithms. Nice. Some of you are giving the answers. Good. Okay, so let's solve this. Now, first property that I'll use here is log of a to the power b, and the base is, let's say, c. So this power b comes in front and gets multiplied. Okay, so I'll bring this entire expression, this one, in front and will multiply. Okay, ठीक है? So log यहाँ पे base 9, base 3, 243 multiplied by log of 3 to the base 243. Okay, right? Clear? Now this comes in front and gets multiplied with log of 16 to the base 16. Clear? Now look at this part and this part. Log of base 9, okay, and here log 243 to the base 3 can be written as log 243 upon log 3, and the other part, log 3 to the base 243, can be written as log 3 to the base log 3 divided by 243. Okay, now log 16 to the base 16 is equal to 1. Now log 243 will get cancelled, log 3 will get cancelled. So now I have log of 1 to the base 9. Log of 1 to the base 9. Now log 1 is always equal to 0. So the correct answer of this question will be option C, that is 0. Okay, a lot of you have got 1, but log 1 ka value kitna hota hai? Log 1 is always equal to 0. So the correct answer of this question, question number 9, is option C, that is 0. Okay, so 0 is the correct answer. And let's move on. This was the last question for the day. Now friends, this is the list of all the upcoming sessions for all of you. I'll get myself removed from front of you. Now Vivek, you want me to explain the previous question again? Yes, I will do that. Certainly I'll do that. So I'll erase everything on the screen. Look at the power. Okay, look at the power. So power is log of base 9, and inside it is log 243 to the base 3. Now log of a to the base b can be written as log a upon log b. Okay. So log of 243 to the base 3 can be written as log of 243 upon log 3. Similarly, this is multiply log 3 upon log 243. Okay, log 243 get cancelled, log 3 will get cancelled. So in the power you will have log of 1 to the base 9, which will be equal to 0. Okay, so the power of 16 will be equal to 0. So log of 16 raised to the power 0 to the base 16. 16 raised to the power 0 will also become 1. So log of 1 to the base 16, and the answer is 0. Okay. Now, where log 16 gone? Current log 16 to the base 16, log of a to the base a is equal to 1. So log 16 to the base 16 is equal to 1. The only trick for logarithms is to remember the basic properties of logarithms. Okay. All right. So friends, that's all for today's session. This is the list of all the upcoming sessions. So 1st of March, you can crack reading comprehension with Vikrant sir. 2nd March, critical reasoning and verbal logic with Vikrant sir. On 3rd of March, you will see me again with logical reasoning, linear, circular and matrix arrangement. On 4th of March, Saral sir will be here with geometry and modern maths. Right? So this is the list of all the upcoming sessions. Now, please do not forget to join us for the first impression and detailed analysis of MAH CET MBA 2024 on 9th of March, 10th of March, and 11th of March. You can follow us on all these social media platforms. That's all from my side, my dear friends. Have a wonderful time. We'll see you again